let's say we have this fermenting for 24 hours, and then we have now with us our beautiful fermented chocolate. It's not going to taste very much different. It's going to be creamier. It's actually going to taste smoother when it's done. Yeah. When it's all done. Then what I'm going to do is add in the special spices and herbs and things that we want for flavor.
By the way, for anybody like myself watching this being made, I want to dive into it and just kind of have a spoonful. The great thing about it is that this is only going to take minutes to harden.
Yeah.
So like when you're making the whole process of it might seem like it's a lot of effort, but you're going to be eating chocolates in like minutes. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, we've got a whole
Yeah.
tray of chocolates to eat immediately.
A couple of things that I like to mention is that we don't add like superfoods or supplements or anything until we're finished, because we don't want those to ferment, because they just don't taste as good. But because you have a fermented food along with your supplement, if you put supplements in there, it does help break it down already, so that's pretty cool. You probably want to use a type of sugar that's granulated, like coconut sugar, because whenever you use something kind of gooey, like syrup, it takes away from the consistency as well. But we'll keep ours in the fridge anyway. We didn't have any coconut sugar today. These chocolates are made with vanilla, mint, and I'm using chaga mushroom. Oh, so good from Mountain Rose Herbs. I have a little chocolate on my finger. It's okay. So we're going to put a little chaga mushroom. Now, today I'm going to use a candy mold. Just a nice hard candy mold. And we'll pour the chocolate into the candy mold, and then we'll put them in the refrigerator, and they'll be hard in probably 10 minutes. And that's it. Now, I did not add any extra sweetener at the end. We don't think they need it. We really don't crave that. But you can use stevia. What else can you use?
If you haven't used stevia before, initially it's a little bit strong, so use it in small amounts. I mean, if you could get something like Lakanto or just a zero or low glycemic sugar, then you can use just about anything.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like let's say you're going to put some really awesome stuff in there, like spirulina, or you're going to put reishi or chaga or some wonderful herbal tincture that you made, and you really want it sweet, and you really want to put sugar, any kind of real sugar, that's fine. Sugar's not evil. It's just that when you are doing fermented foods, it's kind of helping you get rid of that sugar craving.
It'll eat it up for you.
Turn your sugar into something good.
So instead of becoming like a potential fat or something like that, it would chew it up and give your body like the extra strength to work on your own muscle.
Right.
So I mean, they're just genius foods.
We think so.
Yeah.
We think so. And another thing about the chocolate is, again, since they really open your heart chakra, we like to share them with our Reiki students. We like to use, have one maybe before we do Reiki, and then we find that it just makes we feel joy. These good bacteria, they help produce serotonin, make you happy. They really do that. And they also create the vitamins, and the bacteria in your gut actually create your vitamins. They make B12. They're really phenomenal. So when you're first getting into them, I think whatever way that works for you, like if it starts out with chocolate, hey, it's fun, it's delicious, do it. The things like coconut kefir or fermented vegetables may have more nutritional value. I don't know. I can't prove that. But they're not as fun, and they won't necessarily get you started in it. So we often get our clients started with the chocolate. And the chocolate works so good with these children with autism on the program.
They love it.
They love it.
And they're
It makes
getting
them
all
happy.
of their nutrition.
And they're having their fish oil in it, and they're having their raw cultured butter inside of it, and they're having, spirulina, and they're having, fermented green powders in it. So it's just, I hope you try it, and I hope you really like it. We have one more lovely thing to show you today, and that is this cultured garlic.
The garlic.
The garlic.
It's amazing.
So what do you need to make that? Organic olive oil. This one, we're not so happy that it came in a plastic container, but it was on sale for $5, and it's so delicious from Mountain Rose Herbs. We don't work there, but like, seriously,
Every
like,
once in a while, they've got some really good
fantastic. It's
prices.
delicious olive oil.
I mean, they always have.
Delicious olive oil, and I swear it makes such good garlic. And so you need olive oil, garlic, and you need this baby. Raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And then you need, we always have some coconut kefir on hand, so coconut kefir is fine, or one of these here kefir starters from Body Ecology.
You don't need that.
But you don't need the actual starter, you can just use some coconut kefir. So how you do this is you get a bunch of garlic. How many garlic cloves are in there?
Oh my god, we probably, and that's not even full, but that was probably about 12 heads of garlic.
Yeah.
I mean, we just sat here and
Doug and Maureen,
No, she just
the
tore
lady
it
whose
up.
kitchen this is, just tore up the garlic.
Well, I mean, they're so good. Like you'll have no problem remaking this and spending the time. And a good trick is that if you have the garlic, just kind of mash it up a little bit, and that way the shell comes right off. So it wasn't as hard as it could have been, but it's definitely a good amount of effort. It's probably about 12 bulbs in here. You don't need to necessarily start there. You could do like 6, but why not?
You know, when we were in Mexico, there was a little boy who was really sick. He lived downstairs, and the mom asked me what she could do, if I knew anything she could do. I said, I have this fermented garlic, take it. And she did, and he was better really quickly. And that made me feel really good, because this is something that we made while we were traveling, and it was just so easy, it was so available, for us to do. So you can do it anywhere, it's so darn cheap. So you get your organic garlic, however much you want to start with, and all you really need to do is peel it. You take 1/3 of each, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and actually we also use coconut oil, raw coconut oil with it. So olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and coconut oil. And then you kind of blend that mixture in the blender and pour it over your garlic. And then at the end, pour in your coconut kefir. And for something this big, again, I'm going to say about 1/4 cup of coconut kefir. Now you've got, this is fermented, the vinegar.
Yeah, but if you did a smaller one, like a regular ball size jar like this, which would be a lot less effort, then you could cut this really in half, because that's what this is. This is double one of these, and these are usually what we use.
Yeah. And then you kind of just seal it up and you let it sit out again at about 80 degrees. And this actually can take more temperature change, I think, because it's got the apple cider vinegar in it as sort of a preservative or prebiotic for the coconut kefir, and because the garlic itself kind of helps you push against all bacteria, even good. The garlic even pushes against good bacteria as well. And so your garlic isn't being fermented in the same way as, say, your cabbage, but it is being broken down, and it makes it so much easier to eat, and you're getting all the benefits of raw garlic with these living enzymes. And then your sort of brine here of oil and vinegar makes a
salad.
Really delicious salad dressing.
It's really good.
Now, for using it as medicine, you can give your child a little scoop of this, a little teaspoon of this oil on their mashed potato, on their steamed sweet potato, on their quinoa.
And really that goes for anybody. I mean, you could have, dinner guests over and they wouldn't know that you're just healing them up.
Absolutely, and you can take some garlic,
really.
chop up like,
and
add that to your guacamole, add that to a recipe like bruschetta. We literally take it like that. And it's also like anti-parasitic, antiviral, antibacterial. I've noticed it works super well with ear and throat infections. So I want to show you guys what it looks like, because being that it's with vinegar, it's going to have a chemical reaction that will turn it blue-green, and that's normal. Yeah, anytime you put it with the vinegar, it will get.
The vinegar is what's gonna. It's not an issue.
And let's call our kid in here and have him eat this. Dougie!
Come here,
I'm just going to show you that children can be trained to eat their cultured vegetables.
Wow.
Come here, you want to be on film?
Yeah.
Come here. Okay. All you have to do is taste test. If you eat these, then you can try a chocolate.
Yeah, but I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, how about trying to have this beforehand? This is, what is that?
Garlic.
What's that?
Yeah.
Awesome. You know what else
Is
I
it making
had?
you strong? Is that what you're doing?
How about some
He does it
sauerkraut?
and he tests his muscles.
And then you can go to the bathroom and you can taste the chocolate. What do you think?
And
Tell
go back.
everybody at
Is it good?
blisslife.com what you think of fermented food.
What I think about fermented food, like brown food, like
Like the
Like this.
like the cabbage.
Do you like
Yeah. yeah,
it? Is it awesome?
yeah.
Thank you, Dougie.
We love organic food.
We love organic food. So, my friends,
Doesn't get much better than that.
it doesn't get much better than that. You know why he likes that stuff? It changes your taste buds. It makes you crave what's more healthy for you. And that's what life's about. Craving healthy food, right?
My man, I love it. So this is all very delicious. And do we have chocolates now? Are they
We might.
done?
We might. They're probably going to take a couple more minutes.
That's how quick it is.
I want us to just remember that we do put healing mantras on all of our fermented food. And sometimes I use crystals because the crystals can then input their energy in the fermented foods as well. Play with it. Ferment what you like. Ferment the vegetables and foods that you like. Experiment. And let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to share any more recipes. I definitely have a
As
lot
far
of
as like
them.
the crystal grids go, real quick, I mean the crystals. You can do like a grid around all of these. You know, like we've done really beautiful things outdoors. Just, I mean, even with our water, you know, we've set up just crystal around it and made Reiki water or whatever. But there genuinely is a lot of healing and so many things that the earth provides, and we just want you to be aware of them. So we can see all like the beautiful things that we get to see on a daily basis. I mean, this is really easy stuff. You don't need to go to great lengths in order to feel awesome. So.
I feel awesome.
Awesome. Do it, people.
Right now.
Enjoy it.